The hum died. 1 second, it was there, a steady, life-giving whisper. The next, a thick, suffocating silence. My chest seized. My lungs, suddenly empty, felt like concrete sacks inside me.
Air.
Where was the air? Panic clawed at my throat, sharp and cold. My vision blurred. Darkness threatened the edges. My ventilator.
Gone.
My breath.
Gone. Fire.
It spread through my lungs, searing, demanding. Every shallow gasp was a desperate failure. My body convulsed, a useless mountain of flesh. Breathe, Sarah, breathe. The command was a scream in my head, but my muscles wouldn't obey. This was it.
The end.
48 years. I used to dance. Long hikes. Wind in my hair. Chasing Lily. Laughing. Never out of breath. My body. It was mine.
It moved.
Not this. Not this choking, desperate failure. My chest burned, a searing fire spreading through my lungs. It felt like I was suffocating, every single pore screaming for air. My body convulsed. Breathe, Sarah, breathe. But the message from my brain wasn't reaching my muscles. My lungs felt like deflated balloons, heavy and useless inside my massive frame. This was it. This was the end. The thought ripped through me, sharp and cold. 48 years. That's how old I was. Sarah Miller. A name that once meant something completely different. I used to be so vibrant, so full of life, so energetic. I remembered long hikes through autumn woods, the crunch of leaves under my feet, dancing until my legs ached, my laughter echoing in crowded rooms. My friends called me the life of the party, always ready for an adventure. I chased Lily around the park, her tiny hand clutched in mine, never out of breath. My body felt strong then, capable. It was mine. I owned it. It moved. It lived. But then the change started.
Slowly.
Insidiously. A few extra pounds after a tough year. Then 10. Then 50. Each new number on the scale felt like another nail in my coffin. It wasn't just food, though I ate my feelings certainly. It was stress, a crushing sadness, a deep, gnawing emptiness I tried to fill with anything I could find. I started to hide. From friends. From family. From the harsh judgment in the mirror. The vibrant woman I once was faded, day by day, pound by pound. Replaced by this immovable, suffocating shell. This body that had become my prison. Shame became my constant, unwelcome companion. It settled on me like a heavy blanket, thicker and more oppressive than any quilt. I stopped going out. Stopped seeing people. The world, once vast and full of promise, shrank to these four walls. My bed, my television, and the blessed, life-giving hum of my ventilator. Without it, I was nothing. A burden. Utterly helpless. And now, that crucial hum was gone. The air around me felt thick, heavy, like trying to breathe through a dense, suffocating fog. Every gasp was a shallow, desperate failure. My vision blurred, edges darkening. Darkness threatened to pull me under. No, not like this. Not after everything I'd lost. Not like this. My lungs burned. A raw, fiery agony. Every shallow gasp was a desperate prayer. This choking, this gasping, it wasn't entirely new. Not really. It was just intensified. Amplified 1,000 times over. Even on my best days, with the blessed hum of the machine, breath was a struggle. Just talking too long, a simple conversation with David or Lily, would leave me panting, chest tight. My body, a mountainous burden, demanded so much air, more than I could ever truly give it. Each inhale was a conscious effort, a fight against an invisible weight pressing down on my chest. And the pain. Oh, the relentless, grinding pain. Every joint, every bone, screamed in protest. My knees ached with a dull, constant throb. My hips felt like they were disintegrating under the sheer weight. Even my spine, once strong and flexible, felt like a stack of crumbling bricks. Just shifting an arm, or trying to wiggle a toe, sent a jolt of agony through me. My bed, my sanctuary, had become a prison of discomfort, every movement a torturous reminder of what I'd become. The world outside? It had shrunk, vanished almost. My window offered the same sliver of sky, day after day. My television, a window into lives I no longer lived. People laughing, running, dancing, living. I watched them, a silent observer from my worn spot on the couch. This couch. It was my entire world now. My universe. From morning till night. My only journey was to the bathroom, a monumental trek that left me gasping and weeping, defeated before I even started. Friends. They used to call. Sarah, movie night? Coffee tomorrow? I'd make excuses. Feeling a bit under the weather. Too busy.
Lies.
All lies. The truth was, the shame was too thick, too heavy. The thought of them seeing me, this me, was unbearable. So I pulled back, cut ties. They stopped calling eventually, and I stopped reaching out. Easier that way. Less pain, less judgment. Just me, alone with my thoughts. And the food.
Food.
My comfort. My betrayer. The only thing that seemed to quiet the gnawing ache inside. A pizza. A whole cake. A carton of ice cream. In those moments, it was bliss. A warm, fuzzy blanket wrapped around my raw nerves. A temporary escape from the suffocating loneliness, the crushing guilt. The taste, the texture, the brief, fleeting satisfaction. But then the emptiness would return. Fuller, somehow. And the cycle would begin again. The breathlessness. The pain. The isolation. The hunger. Not just for food, but for something I couldn't name. Something lost. Something gone. And now, the darkness closing in. This was it. The ultimate escape. No, not like this. Not like this. No, not like this. I pulled myself back from the edge. A shudder ran through me. It wasn't just the sadness anymore. It was the physical reality. Every night, the fear crept in. That whirring sound. That steady hum. It was my CPAP machine. My life support. My constant, noisy reminder that my own body was trying to suffocate me. It sat beside the bed. A big, clunky box. Tubes snaking up. The mask, heavy and tight, pressing against my face. A silicone prison. But it was also my only way to breathe. My lungs, my throat, they just don't work right anymore. Not when I'm asleep. The doctors, they called it severe obstructive sleep apnea. Such fancy words for such a terrifying thing. It means my throat muscles just collapse when I sleep. Like a trapdoor shutting. No air gets in. My brain screams for oxygen. My body fights. All night long. Or it used to. Before the machine. Now the machine forces air in. It keeps the pathway open. It's loud. So loud. David, he says he doesn't mind. He says he barely notices it anymore. But how could he not? It's a constant drone. A mechanical beast sharing our bed. It hums. It hisses. It pushes air. It reminds me
Of what I am now.
a person who can't even breathe on her own. A person whose own body is trying to kill her. I hate it. The thought of anyone seeing me with it. The straps.
The mask.
It's not just a medical device. It's a badge. A neon sign flashing, broken. It's humiliation, quiet and deep, every single night. I turn away from David when I put it on. I pretend to be asleep before he looks. As if he hasn't seen it 1,000 times. As if he doesn't already know. What I am. What I've become. And the fear. Oh, the fear. What if it stops? What if the power goes out? What if it just fails? That darkness I felt earlier. That's what happens. My lungs would just stop. No air. Just a slow, suffocating end. It's the last thing I see before I close my eyes. That digital display. Those tubes. My life, hanging by a thread of technology. Every breath a gift from that noisy box. Every morning a surprise that it's still humming. Still working. Still keeping the darkness at bay. It's not just a machine. It's a constant, Terrifying question. How long until it, or I, finally gives up? They know too. David. Lily. They see it all. My fear isn't just mine. It spills over.
Covers them.
I watch them. Always. Trying to gauge how much they're hurting. David.
He's always there.
Always. I sometimes wonder how he does it. He helps me move. Helps me shower. Things a husband shouldn't have to do. Things I couldn't do myself anymore. He never complains. Not once. Not a single word. But I see it. In his eyes. When he thinks I'm not looking. A sadness.
Deep.
Like a well that never runs dry. He smiles. A lot. For me. For Lily. It's a brave smile. But it doesn't reach his eyes. His shoulders are always a little slumped. He carries so much. He wakes up with me. When the machine hums too loud. Or if I shift awkwardly. He just holds my hand. Squeezes it. Doesn't say anything. What could he say? It's going to be okay? We both know it might not. And Lily. My sweet Lily. She's a teenager now. Should be carefree. Instead, she walks on eggshells. Around me. Around the house. She used to chatter. About school. About her friends.
Boys.
Now it's quieter. Too quiet. She brings me things. A glass of water. My book.
Does it so gently.
Like I'm made of glass. Like I might break. Her eyes. They're like David's. Big. Full of unspoken things. Sometimes I catch her just watching me. When I'm eating. Or just sitting there. A look. A mixture of love.
And fear.
And something like grief. It breaks my heart.
To see it.
I'm supposed to protect them.
Guide them.
Instead, I'm the one needing protection. Needing guiding. I'm a burden.
I know I am.
They never say it. Never hint at it. Their love is fierce. Unconditional, they say. I believe them. But it comes at a cost. A huge cost. Their happiness. Their youth. David's peace of mind. Every day is a performance.
For them. For me.
We pretend that everything is normal. Or can be. But the elephant is in the room. Or on the bed.
Me.
And the machine. That breathes for me. They worry. I can feel it. Like a constant hum in the air. Louder than the machines sometimes. What will happen? When will it end? How much more can they take? These are the questions. They don't ask aloud. But I hear them. Every single day. In their silence. In their tired eyes. In their forced smiles. My future. Their future. All tangled up. By my weight. By my inability to breathe. To live.